Welcome friends, welcome to this course again. Welcome to this video, and we are looking at the various kind of reading comprehension questions, and we are looking at the question grid, right? So let's start with the literal questions, right? My name is Vishal Arora, and I have been teaching vocabulary for competitive examination for the last 12 years. I am IELTS, TOEIC, and TFE certified trainer. I'm a writer for novel Mad Dog Rights, which is available on all major platforms, right? Okay, so this is our passage, right? So as the passage is there, we know that there was a guy who was waiting outside the writer office, and then he goes to a rehabilitation center, and then he wants to fulfill his community service requirements. Then he meets a group of 15 people, and the oldest among them was a young girl who showed him the place, and uh, then he met Sung Min, who was 8 years old. His fingers were fused, and he was grateful that he remembered him. And he's saying that lunch was the most difficult task and required patience. And finally the author is saying that he has become much more wiser by working there, and he is looking forward to working with them again. So we read this passage and we understood this passage in the last video. Now let's see what kind of literal comprehension can be derived from this. For example, a father was a doctor. Yes, true or false? True. The residents of the rehabilitation center were mostly old men. No, they were young guys, which range from the age of 18, 8 to 21, right, to 30, right. So that is not true and false. So it is false. So you can answer this question directly. These questions can be answered directly from the text, right? Then, did the director of residence think it was necessary that A learn sign language or establish an emotional connection to work with the residents? No, he just went there and uh, she just went there and introduced him to the group, right? And right, so and then he developed an emotional connection later on. Who was the youngest resident at the home? We can see it from the text. Who taught you the basic routine of the home? We can learn from the text. Yeah, right. What was the A's most difficult assignment? Eating, right? Lunch, right? So all these things are directly given in the text. So this is what you mean by literal. This is a literal comprehension because all the questions can be directly answered from the text itself. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need to put your own mind. You don't need to apply your brain. You don't need to bring in your knowledge to this. All these questions can be directly answered from the text itself. Let's see more. When did a gardener pick up trash in his neighborhood last year? Why did his father want to work at the residence want to work at the residence because he wanted to do something meaningful, right? How many residents did they supervise? 15. How did Dave feel when he first arrived? Apprehensive. Did Dave first go to the home by himself? Yes. So all these things are given there, right? The institution where A work was a rehabilitation. So this can be structured as a multiple choice also. Now this little comprehension has been structured as a multiple choice here, and from multiple choice you have to pick the answer, right? Then when he was leaving the residence after the first day, Sung Min sang a song, hugged the leg, showed him around the residence, gave up some food, hugged the leg. Is the answer, right? So this all these questions can be directly answered from the text itself. You don't need to add anything from your side. So these are all literal comprehension questions. They can come in any form. They can come in true or false. They can come in multiple choice. They can come in yes or no. But they are going to remain literal comprehension questions because they can be answered directly from the text.